Hey, what's up? What is good? October 23rd, 2020. Football is in 2 days, and the new Borat movie comes out today on Amazon Prime. I'm so excited about it. Apparently, there's this scene with Rudy Giuliani where he sticks his hands down his pants after this, good-looking woman interviews him. There was a whole setup by Borat, not for him to put his hands down his pants. No one knew that was going to happen. But Borat was just going to bust in and do this and have this whole scene. But this is something that was caught, that happened, that was so unplanned. And I am so excited to see that. And I'm so excited to see the rest of the Borat movie. But anyways, so today I'm going to get into the top 5 NFL cards that I think are really good buys right now. They're all going to be rookies. And I think they're really good buys and have great potential to double, more than that, to triple, quadruple, quintuple, easily double in value before the season is over. And these are cards that I am buying, and these are cards that I'm also recommending to my Sports Card Society. My Sports Card Society, by the way, is my private group of people. It's a membership group that I do hours of research every day, and I find good cards that I think are good values that I'm buying and that I recommend them to buy. And I don't just say, hey, here's a guy, I like this guy, you go buy him. I make a video that shows my research, that I go through his stats, I go through his draft status, I go through the news that his team is saying about him, I go through his highlights, and I go through what his price is now and where I think it can go and why. So they're really good videos, but they're private, they're only for my society. There's a link in the description to join. It's only $9.99 a month, and I send a video pretty much every day, and they're really good. And then also, one of the main tools I use is Market Movers. There'll be a link in the description for that too. And if you use code SOCIETY, you'll get 20% off of that tool. Now, enough for the plugs. Let's get into it. First guy I want to talk to you about is DeAndre Swift. Look, DeAndre Swift was drafted number 3 overall in the second round, so he's the 35th overall pick. Taking a running back that high tells you that a team really wants a running back. They really like him, and they plan on giving him every opportunity to do well. And if you look at his statistics, he had a rough start, but last week, 116 and 2 touchdowns and a few receptions. He's a really good receiver out of the backfield. Fantasy football players have been waiting for this guy to do something, mostly waiting for Detroit to stop being effing Detroit and let their guy eat. Okay, looks like they're finally letting him eat. And I went and looked at some news. They're saying good things about him. And I go back here. There's his stats. And I want to look at his combine too. So he's bigger than I thought he was at 215, 448, 40. So that's pretty good. But look at this, right? He's going for. You can get his silver, his Mosaic Silver rookie card, $2.70. Or best offer. I mean, are you kidding me? $2.70. Let's go look up, just as a comparison, Clyde. Clyde EdwardsHelaire Mosaic Silver. What's his silver going for? Now, I'm not going to say DeAndre Swift's going to get to these levels, although Clyde's values are probably down a bit because Le'Veon Bell's coming in. That's just his regular card. Look, Clyde's regular card is going for more than Swift's silver. So come on, show me a silver. It's funny, you put in silver here. Did I buy it now? Oh, accepts offers. Okay, well, that'll work too. I don't like these debuts. I want to get the regular, so I wonder how high we got to go here. This one's $10. That's decent, but that's not the silver. Come on, give me the real. Jeez, guys. Making this video extra long just by searching for these stupid. All right, no, that was a silver. That's debut, though. Damn it. There we go. That's a silver. So $19 your best offer. So if you go buy DeAndre Swift for $2.70 and are able to sell him for $10, $15, that is by no means crazy. Clyde Silver, they're down now. But they were going for $40, $50, $60 for several weeks. But now Le'Veon Bell's coming in. Clyde's been around for a few weeks. People just, the interest is a little less. That's all I got to say about it. DeAndre Swift. I recommend him. The next guy I want to tell you about in football is Higgins. Also, he's been having some pretty good games. Let's look up what he's been doing. Higgins. I love that name. But look what he's done. All right, he had 2 touchdowns that game. He finally had his first 100-yard game this week. Let's see what his cards are going. He's obviously big. He's, what is he? What does it say? He is 6'4", almost 220. What did he do in the combine? Can I not search for someone here? Give me a search bar. What's up? Fine, let's do this. T. Higgins Combine. Boom, boom. I like to use that site though, NFLCombineResults.com. I feel like they got the best stuff. What's up, internet? You gonna load or what? Not helpful. Here we go. 6'4", 215. Oh, he didn't do the combine, but he did pro day, ran a 4.59. Not as fast as I hoped for, which is 3-cone. Oh, he didn't do that. I always like to look at 3-cone because it shows their shiftiness. But nonetheless, if you go look at his highlights in college, very good, right? And what are his cards going for on eBay? Let's see. Let's find a silver of T. Higgins. It's a disco. That's pretty cool. Right there, $7.50. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. All he needs to do, look, he's already done it. He's already had 125 and 2 touchdowns. Now he just needs to put those together. Do you think there's a chance before the end of the season he has a 100+ yard game and a touchdown or 2? You're damn right. I would bet. I am betting money on it because I'm buying his cards. Look at what Chase Claypool did. This is Market Movers. The link is in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first purchase. I love this because you can just visualize the data just like this. Look what Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool was around that price. Me and my society were buying him up for under $10, as many as we could, because we knew it was a matter of time before he just had a decent game. I didn't know he was going to have 4 touchdowns, but he had a decent. All we needed was a decent game for these to at least double or triple. And here it is, floating around $50. Right now we got 38, 40. Because this is later in the week. On Sunday is the best day to sell football cards, no doubt about it. Okay. So T. Higgins, I mean, what? You telling me Chase Claypool's better than T. Higgins? You kidding? I can get a Chase Claypool for $40, or I can get a T. Higgins for 7.5, best offer, and I'd make him an offer. I'd probably get it for 5 or less. You kidding? T. Higgins comes out, say this week or any week before the season's over, and puts together 100 and a touchdown or 2. These are going to double, triple, quadruple that day. So you got to sell them that day. All right. So T. Higgins is a guy I'm on. And by the way, I go into much further depth on these, and I certainly let them know much sooner, my society that is. I let them know about these cards way before I ever put them up on YouTube. And I go through much deeper explanations showing them more of my data and more of my, I check my work, as they would put in math class, which always annoyed the hell out of me. I'd be in algebra, and I'd write down the answer, and the teacher would go, show your work, how'd you get there? And I'm like, who cares? Is that the right answer? Well, then I got there. Don't make me write a bunch of extra stuff. Give me a like if you know what I'm saying. All right, next guy. Henry Ruggsy. Ruggsy. What do you got, Ruggsy? Look at another guy who, let's look up Ruggs real quick because he's on here too on Market Movers. Mosaic, base. Nope, I don't even want to see his base. I just want to see his silver. Yeah, I just want to see his silver. Ruggs. Let's look up Henry Ruggs' stats quick. What's he done this year? He had one game. He had one game. It was like 2 catches, 118 yards, and a touchdown. I know because I have him on all my Dynasty Fantasy Football teams. I only do Dynasty Fantasy Football, by the way, so I really track these guys through the years. And look, 2 for 118 and a touchdown. Like my singing? If you don't, say nothing. All right. Now look, where were we? Where did I go? There we go. Ruggs. So this is when the cards first came out. Never buy cards when they first come out, the actual product. Like they got released on 9/11. They're just the desire and want for them is so high that they just go for way too much. So here he was. Here's where he had his game. And he went from, and I have Ruggs. I still have some, although I sold some because of that game. But I was buying them for, they sold for $34 right now. They're selling for about 22. What can I find them? Can I get them for that on here? That seems, oh, see, look at that. This is brand new, just came on here. $4.99 best offer. It's because it's Friday, later in the week. You want to sell your cards on Sunday. So I can come in here right now and buy this for $5. And there's plenty of them selling for around 20. And all Ruggsy's got to come and do is have another good game. And he's the kind of guy like Tyreek Hill style who he could have a 4-catch game for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. If he does that, or not even anything that good, but he can obviously do that night. If you agree with me, then I would say buy some of his cards. If you don't agree with me, don't buy some of his cards. But before the season's over, I bet Ruggsy has a 150 yard game and 2 touchdowns. 2 long touchdown passes in a game. If he does that, these cards, especially at this price, because you look, it already sold for 30 some bucks from his 2-catch, 118 yard and a touchdown game, because that was just really one play, right? It was one play. People are like, whoa! So all he's got to do is have a big play or 2 in the same game, and boom, God, $4.99, you can't go wrong. All right, next guy. Michael Pittman. Now, Michael Pittman, 25 or better. Did I spell it wrong? I did. I always spell Michael Pittman wrong. Not Pittman, Michael. I always spell Michael wrong. I commonly, whichever way it's supposed to go, apparently it's supposed to go A-E. I'll put E-A. Something about it, I don't know. Dyslexic, no, I read just fine. There's just a couple words, I'm sure you have some too, that you just can't get straight. But look, silver, these are not the easiest cards to pull, and this is a rookie, and this guy is huge. Let's look him up real quick. Michael Pittman. Nope, that's not the Michael Pittman I am looking for. Michael Pittman, yep, this guy. 6'4", 223, absolute beast. He played a few games. He got hurt, compartment leg syndrome, which is a big deal. Got to get surgery for that. But he's on IR, but he's set to come back like around week 8. And the Colts really need a receiver. All he's got to do again is have one good game before the year is over. $149 or best offer. Are you kidding? $375 or best offer. Are you kidding? That is dirt cheap. Again, look at Ruggs' silver. He hasn't done anything. He had one big catch, and they're going for 20 some bucks. Although I found that one for 4. I don't know how that happened. But there's several of those floating around out there. Let's go to someone else that's more hyped right now. Let's go to Claypool. And the link for the market movers is in the description, this tool that I'm using, and use code SOCIETY for a 20% discount on your first purchase. But see, I'm able to visualize the data like this. Look, Claypool. I was buying him down here. Pittman's even less because he hasn't played in weeks, so people aren't paying attention to him at all. The fickleness of this, you can't be mad at it. You just got to embrace it and work within it. So Claypool's up here around 40 bucks, right? Pittman comes in and say he has 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, which he can totally do. If you were to watch his highlights, which I'm not going to look up here with you, you'll see how much of a beast this guy is. Like, he goes up and gets it, and he's fast. Look, we go to the combine. Oh, I wish you would just let me type in Pittman. Pittman! He's 23. Oh, this site. Come on, though. It's usually faster than this, but this is a site I like to look at for combine results because the NFL used to just have it on the player profile, but a while ago they got rid of that. Why? I don't know. But this is solid. 6'4", 220, 5'4", plenty fast. Look at his 3-cone. This is like his measure of agility. Basically, if you get under a 7-second 3-cone, it's the equivalent of like running a 4.4 40. If you don't know what I'm saying, I am not going to spend any more time explaining it. Because, yeah. But look, it's so cheap for his silver. And what's Chase Claypool silver going for? 40, 50 bucks. Are you kidding? And it's later in the week, so they go for less because this is like Sunday here, right? 55 bucks. And then it's Friday, out of sight, out of mind, things go away quick. So Michael Pittman, other guy that I recommend. Last guy, same reason as Michael Pittman, really. He's been out of sight, out of mind. And on a team that's just begging for someone to step up is Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims, also drafted in the 2nd round. Where you at, Mimsy? Number 27 in the 2nd round, drafted by the Jets. Jets are just begging for someone to come in. and do something. And let's look him up quick. Let's see what his combine is. Again, this is the type of research I do every day for myself, but then I share it with my society and give them first tips as well as a detailed video as to why I'm looking at them, why I'm looking at each player, and really making my case to give them all the info they need to make smart buying decisions. So if you want to join the society and just benefit from all my efforts, save yourself lots of time, save yourself lots of money, make a lot of money, join the society, link in description. All right, Mimsy. Obviously he doesn't have any stats because he hasn't played this year. So let's go to his combine. I still swear there's got to be somewhere you just search for them, right? Player search. There we go. Player search. Oh, you're so slow, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to go back to original style. Denzel Mimsy. NFL combine results. I really like this guy because he's big and he's fast and he's going to have a lot of opportunity in New York because they need someone. They need someone so bad to throw to. He is 6'3", 206, ran a 4.3. He's even faster than I thought. Look at that 6 cone. That's the mark of the beast right there. Wow, he's even more athletic than I thought. So all this guy's got to do is come in and have not even have a big Chase Claypool or a big Justin Jefferson day, just a good day, like 100 yards and a touchdown, especially on the Jets. I mean, oh my God. And plus it's just later in the season that there's just less new things happening, new players doing anything. Because we want hype. We want that rush of something new. So Mims or Pittman comes in, and they have 100 yards and a touchdown. Their prices, which are in the basement, $7.99. That's actually up some from what I was, because I just bought one of these the other day for like $3. Literally $3. But I would come in here and I'd make an offer. There's that. Same thing going on. What is this? The Genesis? No, I just make it look funny. Silver, $6.99. I mean, or best offer. I mean, I've been buying these up. Because this silver, Chase Claypool, look. $50. Mims, he's at the bottom. All he's got to do is something decent, and this is going to at least $20. Okay? So those are the 5 NFL players that I'm recommending you hop on it. You get on it, you buy them, you stack up. They're not expensive, they're cheap. Go buy several of each is what I would recommend. That's what I'm doing anyways. Do your own research. Disclaimer, I can't guarantee anything. That's something we have to say. But I can't guarantee anything. These are my decisions that I'm making based off of my research. If you want to benefit sooner, if you want to benefit from my research more and get alerted of it the moment I find it, and get detailed videos and research as to why I'm choosing those guys to really help you make an educated decision, join my sports club society, sports card society. The link is in the description. It's only $9.99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. Hell, if you don't like it, I'll just give you your money back. No big deal. But benefit from the research of someone that really has experience, such as myself. And save yourself a lot of time. Because every day basically every day, most days, I send a video with a pick. Because I'm not going to force it. I'm not just going to send you somebody. If I don't find someone that day, I'm not just going to force it and send you to somebody. I'm going to send you people that I find that I'm going to buy, that I'm buying, that I'm really behind. So join the society if you would like to get alerted of really good card investments. A lot of flipping opportunities, a lot of longer-term hold, mid-term hold, stuff like that. And also, the tool I use, Market Movers, there's a link in the description also. Use code SOCIETY, and you will get 20% off your first purchase to be able to visualize data like this. It's so helpful. All right. Stay classy. You're awesome.